This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins with 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds, 14.6 stone. This man is the only fighter to win 2 UFC championship titles 5 times and in 2 different weight categories. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former 2-time light heavyweight champion, the former 3-time UFC heavyweight champion, the legendary UFC Hall of Fame Octagon Warrior, Randy the Natural
Not much more you could say after that intro. The man is in the building right now. Without a question, without a doubt, the most decorated UFC champion in history. Proud to call him a friend. Randy Couture. Buddy, thanks for coming and doing the show on such short notice here.
Pleasure, man.
But, last time we hung out, we were talking about the opportunity of maybe someday fighting here in Ontario. It's been something that's been talked about and being worked on for so many years, and no one thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
To be on a card of this size, 55,000 fans, I mean, the biggest card in North American history for the UFC, it's got to feel good. I mean, even at the stage of the game.
Very exciting, and for a lot of reasons, but finally see it here in Ontario, a long time coming, and to have it sell out in 2 hours the way that it did, I mean, it's just remarkable.
Now, when you think of a guy like Machida, he's young, he's got that background. Do you think it's going to be more of a case of getting him up against a cage, putting him in a position that he's never been in and keeping him down, like make it almost an ugly fight, like the Vera fight? It was very hard-nosed, and you kept pressuring Vera. It was a takedown, pound, takedown, pound, repeat. Is that something you're looking to maybe employ on a guy like Machida?
Definitely. I think if I can cut him off and get him close to the cage, that narrows his avenues of escape. I can cut him off one way or the other. He's got to go one of 2 directions. He can't go backwards anymore.
Right.
So, and then get my hands on him, use that fence. I like the fence. It works in my favor a lot. And put him on the ground. And once we get him on the ground, work hard to stay in that range, stay in that distance, not let him off the hook, not let him get back up. So
very good.
Hopefully 3 takedowns and this whole thing's over.
We hope.
And
that's the plan.
He's enough to go all 3 rounds. So
excellent.
It should be good.
Now, there's been a lot of talk. I'm sure you've heard this probably 1,000 times up until this point, but this may be the last hurrah.
No maybe about it. This is the last fight.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. It's time to move on. And I want to go on my own terms.
Right.
Everything's going great. I'm getting better and better movie parts. The gyms are doing fantastic. Doug's here from Extreme Couture here in Toronto.
Right down the road. Right down the road.
The Vegas gym just expanded in October. It's twice the size that it was, and it's doing well. The clothing line continues to tear it up. Supplements are doing well. Everything's good. Round 5 in the action figures. We can't keep them on the shelf. So
that's right. You were talking about the new line coming out. The very detailed, almost realistic featured characters coming out.
High-end collectible.
Very good.
So I had to have my face scanned today.
There's some you don't get to say every day in your job. Well, what'd you do today?
With ears like these, it's kind of a composition.
Now, now, is it going to be a real 1.1 scale replica, or are the cauliflower ears going to be on the figure?
There better be.
All right.
I earned these bad boys.
That's years. Those are like medals. Those are from years.
You go to the head of the line.
Absolutely. So this is definitely the last one. There could be nothing that would lure you to say, I'd love to try that.
I know they're going to try. They just acquired Strike Force, and so they have a shot at Fedor.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm kind of over that whole thing. We chased that for so long.
It was like, 2-3 years
I'm just
now.
in a different place in my life. And,
right.
I want to go out on my terms. I don't want to wait till I've lost a couple fights and everybody's chattering about me.
Sure.
I don't want to wait till I've sustained an injury in training that's going to force me to the sidelines.
Right, and no knock, against a fighter like Chuck Liddell, but to use that example, maybe it should have happened to him a little earlier on. Maybe he should have stepped back a little earlier on.
The real shame of that is Chuck was such an amazing champion. I mean, I fought the guy 3 times.
Absolutely.
He beat everybody, knocked everybody out.
Yep.
And he had such an aura around him for so long, and then obviously, 3 out of his last 4 outings didn't go very well.
Right.
And then everybody's saying, he needs to retire, he shouldn't fight anymore, and all this. And it just became a big mess. And I felt bad for him, really bad for him. He's such a good guy. He did so much for the sport. So I don't want to be that guy.
Very good. So now I'm going to put you in the hot seat. You know how it is there, Coach. We've done this a long time, and it's been a bit since we've done it. Last time we did this was on TV, and I think I bested you the last time that we did this.
You probably did.
I may have. I'm not gonna confirm it or deny, but I think I might have.
It'd make me go back and dig that up.
We've got tape. We've got tape in our library from what we used to do on TV. So here's the deal. It's time for the Z103.5 edition of the Natural Picks with Randy Couture. So I'm going to throw a couple at you, and we're going to see what you think here. I got my trusty Sharpie, and I'll see you at the after party, and we'll go over this. The janitor versus Grills. What do you think?
Gosh, both guys got a wrestling background. Both guys kind of like to stand and trade. I like the janitor in this. He's got experience and very, very naturally heavy hands. I think the janitor takes that one.
All right, we picked the same one on that one. Bocek and Ben Henderson.
I like Bocek. I think he's a highly underrated grappler and wrestler. And I think as good an athlete as Ben Henderson is, I think that Bocek takes him out of his game, puts him on the ground, and makes him work and grinds this out.
Yeah, Bocek, speaking of Extreme Couture here in Canada,
right up the road,
training right up the road, and
Great
he's
kid.
just a tough. I mean, he was working. I mean, I remember Dana Lorenzo trained with Mark Bocek years and years ago before Bocek was ever on the roster. And Dana has commented and said that he was just wrecking everybody in training. He's that good. He really is that good. So we both got Bocek on this one. Here's one where I'm splitting on this one. This is a tough one. Jose Aldo versus Mark the Machine Hominick.
Well, I got the chance to train in the gym at Extreme Couture in Vegas with Hominick for a while, and he's an amazing kid. I mean, they just don't come any better than him.
No, neither do his ass.
So my heart is telling me that I want Hominick to win this fight. He's got a new baby, but the rational part of my brain is telling me that it's not going to happen.
No, Jose, I mean, arguably number 3 pound for pound on the planet.
Yeah.
I'm tough with this one because I've known Hominick, for at least a decade. And, we fought together on the same cards, not against one another, but on the same cards. And I love the kid to death, but I don't know how he's going to pull this off. Jose's just such an amazing competitor and athlete.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
both guys stand-up fighters. I mean, they're going to bang this out. It's going to be something to watch for sure.
I'm taking Aldo.
I have to go to Aldo too.
Okay, so we're on the same card there. So how about this co-main event, huh? What do you think of this one? Who do we have in this fight here, Coach? Randy Couture versus Leona Machida.
Actually, Jose and Hominick are the co-main event. I'm on the other card.
No, you're my co-main event on this one, buddy.
I'm very confident. I feel very good about this fight, and I think it boils down to catching up with him and getting my hands on him. And I think if I can get my hands on him, it's going to be a good night for me.
Now, a guy that a lot of people are counting out, and I don't think they should. On the show last month, Jake Shields. Talk about a decorated fighter who's done everything except win a UFC championship. Yep. He's taken on George St. Pierre, who probably bleeds green. He's from another planet. It's true. I mean, you know as well as I do. He's just a phenomenal athlete. He can do anything at this point. Who do you have in this one?
I have GSP.
Yeah, me too.
Tactically, I just don't see. I mean, Shields is amazing, and every time I think he's going to get his butt, I thought Henderson was going to whoop his butt.
I thought Dan was going to take him out. No,
I thought Mike Pyle. I trained with Mike Pyle. I was in Mike Pyle's corner.
Pyle as well.
Pyle should have beat him, and it didn't happen.
Right.
I mean, the guy's amazing at doing what he does and doing it so well. But I just don't see the transitions. How's he going to take George down? How's he going to get him out of that area of striking?
This is true.
George's wrestling is so good.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's tremendous footwork. He's got a great long jab, and we just saw him tear up Kozjek, 3-time All-American wrestler.
Right.
Didn't even come close to taking George down.
No, and he put him out of commission for, 6-7 months with a broken orbital from a jab.
So, crazy. I think George is going to make a long night for Mr. Shields.
All right, well, we agree on that one as well. So, natural picks are in the books. We're going to have to come back and talk about this
We got a lot of to debate after that.
I know.
We agree.
I know. For the first time ever, we are pretty much down the line. We picked the exact same fight. So, this is going to be interesting. All right, so for the first time ever, we're in complete and total agreement on a card.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, there you have it. Randy the Natural Couture. The event is tomorrow night. Rogers Center sold out. The only way you can watch it now is on pay-per-view, so make sure you order it and check it out. It's going to be, without a doubt, the most incredible UFC in North American history. And of course, glad to have you on the card, and thanks for stopping by there, brother.
Man. Great to see you.